Rounding out our show today, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about the reason why I am rocking my New York Yankees jersey today because of the announcement of the retirement of first baseman Mark Teixeira. You're on the mark, Teixeira, as John Sterling likes to always say. Matt, it's going to be a little bit bittersweet, but this goes in hand with the Yankees getting younger and, losing some contracts. But what are you going to remember about big old Mark Teixeira over there?
I mean, yeah, going back to like the Yankees wanting to get younger, I kind of see this coming because he was going to be a free agent at the end of the season, and Greg Berg, the young prospect who did well in some games until he got injured, was going to come up and replace Teixeira as first baseman. And it just reminds me of like the long lore of Yankee first baseman because obviously it starts with Lou Gehrig and then it goes to Don Mattingly, then Tino, and then Giambi. So it's nice to see. I mean, it could have been. I mean, he did well with the Yankees, but I felt like injuries and just other things just kind of took away from how great he was. I mean, how great he could have become because he won them a title, but I felt like something was missing.
And don't forget about in that long list of Yankee first baseman, Chris Chambliss, 1970s. But I think that I agree with that in the sense of his career is a sort of a what if. I mean, he won the title in '09 with the Yankees. He's been a five-time Gold Glove winner, I believe. He has over 400 home runs. Switch hitter. Not a lot of switch hitters have done that over a course of a career. So
five.
So it's a career that has been a success. He's been. I said I love watching Teixeira over there at first base for the Yankees. I love even when he was in and we came up with Texas and he went to Atlanta and he played that like season or half a season with the Angels before coming to the Yankees. He's been a very strong, successful first baseman in Major League Baseball. A little bit, like I said, it's a little bittersweet to see him go. Obviously, he's been on the decline for a number of years due to injury. But who knows if injuries didn't. Mark Teixeira was on pace to hit at least 500 home runs before he started getting hurt. I said he was. That's being generous. I think if he could have stayed healthy, he would have finished around the 530, 550 area as far as home runs, which would have put him up there with Mantle for most home runs by a switch hitter. So it's a little bit, like I said, it's bittersweet to see how his career has taken a turn, but it's still been a great career to watch nonetheless.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, obviously, it has been a great career. He's been one of the best first basemen of this generation. I don't know if he's going to get in the Hall of Fame. I kind of doubt that. But I feel like with injuries, a really big thing that happened to him was like the whole culture shift in baseball and like, I guess, defensive shifts. Because I've watched like shifts and analytics and weighing how to play a batter have become so much more instrumental in today's game. And like he coming to the Yankees, he hit 308 in 2008, and he hit 308 in 2008. He batted 292 in 09, but then after that he hovered around 250 and worse. So, and the only big moment I could really think of was a divisional round home run that it won the game, but it's still not. It's not like the ALCS. It's not like the World Series. It was Game 2 of a divisional series, and he struggled in that postseason, batting around 220. So, it's like he's one of the most talented first basemen the Yankees have had recently. But I feel like just circumstances kind of hurt him from even elevating into a better Yankee and player.
The thing that always got me with Teixeira is he was notorious for his slow starts. His slow starts were I remember I think either in 2009 or 2010 he batted starting out maybe like the first like 40 games of the year, he was batting like right at the Mendoza line. So he's been notorious for the slow starts, but he always was able to pick it up towards the end of the year, towards the middle of the year when it really counted. And don't sell that home run short. That home run against Minnesota in the divisional round was during the same year that they won the World Series in 09, but it came off the backs of A-Rod's home run in the ninth inning off of Joe Nathan that put that game into the extra innings, and then that line drive down the left field line. John Sterling, it's gone for the Yankees to win. Is always it propelled them forward through the rest of that series. So I think they won that series in either 3 or 4, and then they went on to the ALCS. And then who did they play in the ALCS that year?
I don't remember.
I feel like they played either like Texas or the Angels or something. I feel like they played somebody from the West. But that propelled him on throughout and then into the World Series against the Phillies. So although he may not have had the most successful postseason batting average-wise, he is there for the big moments. He was there for the last play of the World Series. I mean, it was a ground ball back to Mariano, but he
Oh yeah, I mean, like I definitely remember watching that game and cheering. And then, like the one thing that really stuck out to me watching a bunch of Teixeira's games this year, in the games he's been healthy, is just even though he's been always been a good bat, I always felt his glove was just was better. And even when he's batting 200, he's always there on the glove. He's always picking up for his other infielders, and that's just something that really stood out to me, even for all these injuries. Yeah, I thought he should have won more. He should have won more than 5 goals.
I was a little surprised. I thought the number 5 was a little low for Teixeira too, because that was one thing that before he came to the Yankees I didn't know about too much, was the fact that he was such a great glove. You heard about all his numbers when he was in the National League, when he was in Texas. You heard about all these big numbers, but then when I think he came up in Texas with Hank Blaylock and Michael Young. I think it was the 3 of them that came.
That was a nice core for him.
That was a nice core in Texas for a couple of years, but you think about his batting when you think about Teixeira when he first was coming up, but his glove, watching him over the years, over these past 8 years play for the Yankees, his glove is by far the most consistent thing that he has, and it's gotten the Yankees out of blunders. He's made web gems. I'm gonna miss Teixeira, I really am, and it's been a great career. So thank you, Tex.